Hi everyone, so for today's video I am going to be showing you my Tinted Moisturizer collection. I hope you all enjoy it and let's just get started. Hi lovelies, welcome to DL's Health and Beauty. Don't forget to click that little subscribe button below and press this bell so you won't miss out on any of my new videos. This Tinted Moisturizer doesn't have a perfume scent and it does come out really light on my skin, but then it does oxidize quickly to match my skin better. It does have a dewy finish and it is moisturizing. It does look a bit oily on the skin, so I do set it with powder. This Tinted Moisturizer does have a slight smell to it. It has a smell kind of like clay, not like perfume. So it doesn't have a perfume scent. This is one of those tinted moisturizers that I do definitely recommend for dark skinned women because they do have dark shades. Now it does look a bit oily on the skin, so I do set it with powder, and it is a watery formula, so you should shake it first before using it. Now one thing that I don't like about this Tinted Moisturizer is that it is messy and it does get all over the top, the container. So it is a messy one and I don't like that about it. I do really like this Tinted Moisturizer because it has lots of good natural organic ingredients in it. Now it does look a bit shiny on the skin, so I do set it with powder. It also must be shaken before using it too because it is also a watery formula. But it does have very good coverage for a tinted moisturizer and it is moisturizing. So I really do like this one. This is also one of those tinted moisturizers that's good for people with dry skin. But look at this ingredient list. It has so many good organic ingredients in it. Tinted moisturizer, it does look light. It looks kind of white on my skin, so I don't recommend this one for women of color. However, it does have really good coverage. Like I can build this up and get close to full coverage on my skin. It also has a dewy finish and I really do like the feel of it on my skin. It feels really light. However, the more you build up the color, the more white it looks on your skin, and the less that you apply it, the less white that it looks on your face, and the more it kind of blends into your own skin color. So this is a kind of tinted moisturizer that I would always mix with another product, like another foundation. I would never wear this by itself because it just looks a lot better that way in my opinion. Two products. I absolutely love this product. The Christina's Natural Quality Tinted Moisturizers are so excellent. These are a holy grail item for me. I just absolutely love them, and the reason that I love them is because it actually stops my foundation from getting on my clothes, and it just makes it feel like there's nothing on my skin, and I just love that. For years I really didn't like foundation because I hated how it got on my clothes and made my clothes look really dirty. So this is just amazing for me. It's totally holy grail item for me. Now this is the very first one that I got, and when I got this one, the seller, this was her darkest shade, so she did
come out with this newer one, which is why I purchased it, because it is darker. So now this is her newest darkest shade, but this didn't exist before when I first bought this one. But because I love this one so much, I did buy this one, and I definitely have to say I prefer this one over this one. And there are significant differences between these two formulas, so I am going to talk about the differences because there are quite a few between these two. Now I do want to say that this is a product that I would not wear by itself. I always mix it with my foundations just so that my foundations don't get all over my clothes, and it just makes my foundation just feel like it's not there, like I have nothing on my skin. It just gives me a really natural, beautiful finish. So these are definitely something that you mix with your foundation. You don't really wear them by themselves. I just want to say that these two shades are the darkest shades that they have. Now I'm going to start with the differences between these two with the lightest one first. Okay, so with this one is the medium warm shade, and this one smells a bit like clay, and it goes on very dry, and it is way too light for me right now. And this one does have a watery formula, but it does dry very quickly on the skin, so you do need to blend it around fairly quickly. If you mix it with a foundation, it doesn't matter as much. It doesn't dry quite as quickly. Now this one, the pump is defective. Like, do you see this mess with this pump? Like, look at this. Like, this is really a shame. So I just don't use the pump. Every time I use it, it squirts everywhere. It gets on everything. It's really bad. So what I do is I unscrew it and I just take some from here and I mix it with my foundation that way, because the pump is just really bad. So like, this one, it's actually, even though it is a much drier formula than the other one, I still do like it a lot. And it's definitely excellent to match with your foundation. When I mix it with my foundation, it matches my skin really, really well. So I do definitely love this, and I do get a lot of use out of this. I mix it with pretty much every single foundation that I own, so I just love it. It is definitely a holy grail, and it will be in my collection for a really long time. Here is the shade Dark Neutral. And this one, I think it's because it's new, but it has a really strong smell. Like, it smells like clay or kind of like a mud mask. So like, when I first opened it up for the first time, it smelled up my room. It has a really earthy smell, so I really don't mind it because I prefer more natural kind of scents like that. But the smell did last quite a while. Like, even on my skin, I did still notice on my skin the smell for about 30 minutes to an hour after I applied it. So it is a really strong smell. However, I think the smell will kind of dissipate over time as I continue to use it. I will definitely let you guys know about that in the description box below. Unfortunately, with this one, I'm really happy about the pump, because the pump actually works on this one, so it's so much less mess. Like, I just love that about that. So when the seller made this one, she did definitely, I think, improve on her pump. Now the other thing about this too is I really love this one. I definitely prefer this color over the other one, but more than that, I also prefer the formula. This one has a thicker formula, a thicker consistency. I don't particularly care for like watery formulas. I mean, I will use them, but I just don't really care for them as much. This one definitely has a thicker consistency, so I definitely prefer that a lot more. So when these two run out, when I buy it again, I will definitely just buy this one here. This one, the dark neutral shade, just because it matches my skin a lot better. And I just like the formula a lot better on this one, as well as the pump. This one here is in the shade medium warm. Look at the coverage on that. It's such good coverage. And this is in the shade dark neutral. Like, look at this finish. I just absolutely love these. These are, you can kind of see why these are my holy grail tinted moisturizers. I absolutely love them, and I have been using this brand for quite some time, and it will definitely remain in my collection. I love it.
The tinted moisturizer also smells a bit like clay, and it does also have a buildable coverage. Now it does look kind of white on my skin, and if you do build it up heavily, you can get close to full coverage. And I do also wear this tinted moisturizer alone, and the longer that you wear this tinted moisturizer, the more it blends in with your own skin color. I do like the packaging on this tinted moisturizer. I think it looks really earthy, so I really do like the design a lot.
only DD cream that I own. I wanted to really try a DD cream, so because I heard it's like a mix of a BB cream and a CC cream, so I really wanted to try it. However, this was the only DD cream that I could find that was on the more natural or organic side. And even though I really can't find any, I've been checking eBay and I still really can't find any. So I think I'm going to give up on this. This product looks way too white on my skin and I just don't like it. Every time I wear it, my roommate is like, your makeup doesn't look good. Like, you know, my foundation just doesn't look good. It gives me one of those bad makeup days every time I wear it. So I started just using it on my eyes to kind of act as a concealer because it's really that light on me. But in general, I really don't like this product, and it is the very least, my least favorite of all my BB and CC creams and tinted moisturizers. Of all those products, this one is the one I like the very least. So I think I am going to give up on DD creams. So I don't really like it, and I definitely won't be repurchasing it. Now the coverage, it is buildable on this DD cream, but not by much. So it's just, I find it a little harder to work with, and even when I mix it with things, it's still just a little harder for me to work with it.
So that is the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and give this video a thumbs up if you did like it. And until next time, ciao!